Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Too low.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's taken on the 25. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. He'll drop this one down to Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Steeler first down.
Now a handoff looking right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete right around the 8. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Steelers 7, Patriots 0.
Here's 2nd and 8. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz...
And he fires. Terrell Edmonds picks it. All the way down near the 40-yard line. goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The tackle made at the 30.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the
11-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Patriots nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
Here we go.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what.
Not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sterling Shepard, 62 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And a Steeler first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And a Steeler first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. The 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Patriots 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 30-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Michelle. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Well, not the best first half facing.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day and the sun. All the sun there, they're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Third down.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think for this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise. Credit him with his sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
The quarterback on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
At the 48-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now they try the right side here. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Tonight's final score.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.